Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
It's your Friday. It's a podcast.
I was ready.
I thought you were.
I'm ready. I know you were going to pounce. I'm ready. I'm ready to go over here. It's been a massive week.
You know the best bit of the show?
What's been your favourite bit?
Well,
if I have to guess, let me guess. You took great pleasure in seeing the Bible story sound off.
Yes.
Getting one on day one.
I really did.
So you're there's a very
enjoyed that.
cruel, vindictive streak going on here. There's
fun.
She saw how much work it has taken me to do that.
I did feel bad about that because it was chopped up so beautifully.
Not too bad. You didn't feel too bad about it.
Well, I know it doesn't take you that long.
Well,
does it?
Let's not go there. But
does it?
No. It's a lot of fun.
But when you played it, did I get it first up?
Well, listen.
With the first 2 seconds?
Don't say what it is because I want people to experience it for themselves. I'm going to include Bible Story Sound Off in the podcast today because it does go on day one, all right? So you're going to listen to the sound. If you missed it, you can listen to the sound. And if you guess it straight away, yeah, so did a few other people, all right? Look, all I'm saying here is New Testament stories. I'm going to go to the weirdest New Testament stories you've ever heard.
Oh, you aren't going to just
or I'm going to just stay in the Old Testament into the
Old Testament's safe. There's a
very
lot
obscure Old Testament stories there. So we'll see how we go. I've got one Old Testament story I've been thinking in my head.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you, nobody's going to get it.
No. Nobody. Big call.
Well, it's going to take a long time. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go hard. This is. I thought I would. I had a few people say,
we know the stories pretty well.
Yeah, but trust me on this one. I think I've got some good ones. I had a lot of people say to me with the last one.
Yes,
it took 9 days.
Yeah, that's the right amount.
That's about the right amount. Yeah. 10 days to do it there. 2 weeks basically of hearing the sound get a little bit longer. And some people were like, "Oh, DJ, I'd love it if you do the New Testament." There's a lot of people out there.
There is a lot of because we live in the New Testament.
Exactly,
we're New Testament believers. So I get that.
I understand that the New Covenant and everything like that. A lot of people go, especially with the saints of the century.
Yeah,
we need more.
Don't always focus on.
Yeah, we need more New Testament Christians. Same for the the Bible story sound off. And I hear you. But now I'm going to dig my heels in and say, no, Old Testament is for the Bible story sound off, at least there. So, be prepared for that. What do you got on for the weekend?
Oh, well, we've got cricket. We're in cricket season, so Millie plays cricket.
Yeah.
No, it's fun.
You like it?
I don't like it. If anyone else is playing, no.
Yeah, okay.
But if Millie's playing, I'm all over
completely biased.
I'm only interested in my own child.
Yeah.
And then we've got a lunch with our pastors, actually. So that'll
nice.
be really lovely.
They coming over to your place?
No, with a few people. Because we're in a multi site.
Yes.
We're getting to know people at different locations and it's a really good idea of building community.
I like it.
And so I'm looking forward to meeting some new people.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. I was just talking to my wife Benita yesterday, or was it the day before, saying we need to get more, invite the pastors over for lunch.
Yeah, it's important. Like something different.
It is.
Because you say hi at church, but around a meal and in a home, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we've done it with Sam. So Pastor Sam's been over to ours, and then the nice thing is when you invite people over to your house, then you get invited over to their house.
Yes.
So we've done that with them as well. So we've got some other pastors there we need to get in and start doing that.
There you go. Now you're better.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Toowoomba, if you're in Toowoomba, watch out. I'm coming to visit you on Saturday. So be looking for the pains out on the street there. Hopefully picking up.
Bringing the pain to Toowoomba.
Yeah, if you feel a bit of a sense of pain in the air, you know it's going to be me, Benita, and hopefully a few of the boys. Going up there, hopefully buying a new car. I'll let you know about that on Monday if it all comes together. But enjoy the pod.
Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
It's Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
It's a Friday. You're here on Rise and Shine. What could be better? It's a great combination.
Exactly. This is, the best way to start your Friday is with us because...
Yes?
Fel, like I say, it's my favourite time of the week. It's MIXTAPE Friday.
I know, you would do this all day, every day. You and Matt Prater That is something you have both in common. Less dad jokes when you're here, but the same concept.
Gee, thank you.
Do you want to be known for dad jokes?
No, definitely not. That's definitely Mark's category.
Oh, right, there you go.
That's category,
but you know, today is particularly exciting, so get your songs in because it's very quick and you blink and you miss it.
That's it. You've got to get these songs in. If you've got a song you want to kick off the whole of Australia with, a song that's going to get us started going on a Friday.
That's the criteria?
We need something that's just going to focus us in the right way. And I think this is a great one to kick it off. Yesterday, we had Rory from Takawa, all the way from Melbourne, over Zoom on the line, celebrating the fact that they are opening for Lauren Daigle, a massive win for this little independent Christian band from Melbourne. And we played one of their songs, Matthew 6. And I tell you, I love this. People discovering this band for the first time. We heard from Chandel, Mark, Tanya, Charlie. They said, this song is fantastic. Play it again. So we're going to listen to it right now. This is Takawa, Australian band Takawa, with their song Matthew 6, featuring Mark Barlow from Isla Vista Worship. Turn it up this morning. This is a great way to start your Friday.
My room is a trove with the finest of things, of which I've acquired over all my years. But these moth-eaten robes and these rusted tools remind me these things are an empty pursuit. Oh, look at the birds, the plants and the trees. You clothe them with splendor, yet how much more you care for me. Jehovah Jireh, you provide all I need. This is what I lean on when all my worry starts to sleep. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all else will be added to us. This world shall pass away, but Jesus and His word will remain. Jesus and His word is
Beautiful, beautiful. From Takawa, all the way from Melbourne. That is their song, Matthew 6. Make sure you give them a follow and a like on your social media.
And if you're going to Lauren Daigle, do you think, that's what I kind of started talking about it. Rory didn't get it. I don't know if he understood. But Lauren's concert's so colourful.
Yeah.
I would be making friends at base bracelets. Like, I think you need
something colourful there.
You need colourful, maybe hats.
I think if you go to the Lauren Daigle concert and you're a Rise and Shine listener, you need to find the band at their merchandise table afterwards and say, Rory, loved you on Rise and Shine.
Here's a colourful something to wear on stage.
Give them a gift.
Maybe we should be taking them something colourful to wear just so they fit in. But anyway, very exciting. It is MIXTAPE Friday. This is your day to shine on Rise and Shine. Let us know what you would like to play. We did put the call out yesterday for early birds to give us a message.
And some people left a message, and we got this little message here. Very short and sweet. I love the ending of this message. Have a listen closely. This is Kieran, who's requested a song.
Kieran from Griffith requesting a song, I'll Find You by Tori Kelly and Lecrae.
Did you hear that? Was there like a...
There was a big sigh there.
And Kieran, he got it out. Well done.
Yeah, you did it, Kieran. You did it. And we're going to play the song for you right now. Great one. Lecrae, Tori Kelly, I'll Find You. It's your MIXTAPE Friday.
Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you. Just hold on and I'll find you.
I'm hanging on by a thread, and all I'm clinging to is prayers. And every breath is like a battle. I feel like I ain't come prepared, and death's knocking on the front.
That's Lecrae and Tori Kelly. A great request there from Kieran. I'll find you for our MIXTAPE Friday.
Well done, Kieran. I know by the sound of the message, it sounded like a big chore for him to do.
No, that's not what he meant. I think, you just have a breath at the end of a sentence.
It was a relief.
It was like, yes, I got it in, and we appreciate you getting it in.
We love it here, but you can give us a call as well, 1-800-316-316. We love your calls. Someone who's given us a call is Michael from Murwillumbah. Michael, you got a song for us?
Yeah, I do. It's from Ecclesiastes by the Birds, Turn, Turn, Turn.
Oh, the classic, a
I
classic.
don't know if I know that one.
Yeah. To everything there is. You've got it.
Oh.
You've got it. That
Who's
is
the band?
Well, the original was the original The Birds who sang this?
I think it was the Birds, yeah.
Okay.
The Birds.
Now,
That's a funny name.
1965. I think it was 1965 or 66.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got a few different artists who've done versions of that. So I'm going to grab, because I don't think we've got the Birds version, but we've got a few other versions there. Can we throw one of those on for you?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Done and dusted.
No worries. All right. Thanks, guys. You do a great job.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Well, time to listen to that song then, DJ.
I've gone through the catalogue here, and Michael, I have found a Turn by Anthem Lights. Anthem Lights is a boy band, a Christian boy band.
Do they dance?
They do.
Do they? Because I say to my kids, if it's not a boy band unless they're doing dance moves, and they're like, they don't dance anymore, Mum.
No, these guys do have some dance moves. Not many, but
are they in sync?
They're not the band.
But I mean, like, when all the boy and. Sorry, we digress. Sorry, tell me about the band.
They're great vocalists, and they do some interesting stuff, some Christian stuff and some covers, and they've done a cover recently of Turn. I love it. It's short and sweet. Michael, I think you're going to love this one. Here it is, going out to everybody on your Mixtape Friday.
To everything turn. There is a season, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. To everything turn. There is a season, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Oh, beautiful there from Anthem Lights.
That was a sudden
And
finish
it
at the
just
end.
sort of,
It just finishes.
They had enough.
They had enough of that one.
But we didn't. Michael, great suggestion there for Mixtape Friday.
Yeah.
There's still some more time, so if you've got a mixtape request for us.
Rise and shine.
Mixtape Friday, but not for long.
Fel, this is what gets me upset here. I'm trying to convince the powers that be that we need to do Mixtape Friday.
Wow.
Like, at least for an hour. Because
Well, you would do it all day, every day.
I would.
Yes.
But at least on a Friday, we've got to do it for another half an hour or so.
Oh, dear.
Because we've only got one more spot to fill. Well, I can't imagine a better person to do it. I can see he's on the line right now.
That's right. We've got Kiwi Steve. Kia ora, Kiwi Steve.
Kia ora, blessings all. Welcome to a wonderful, fantastic Friday.
It is a fantastic
I
Friday.
know. I've got a feeling in my bones here, Kiwi Steve. I know why you're saying it's a fantastic Friday.
Why?
I reckon it's this. I'm looking at this time of year. I'm looking at what you've got on your schedule. I've been watching you online here. I reckon you're heading down to your favourite place in the entire universe.
Well, trying now. I've got to finish work first. I'm hoping for an early day. So, yeah, the camp is packed. Getting ready for a big season ahead down at Bimby Park. So, going down to a lot of maintenance this weekend. Just get the chop out and get things organised and up and running. So, yeah.
Now, this is a little bit of backlaw for us here on Rise and Shine. I got to know Kiwi Steve when I was on a radio station in Geelong, and we were talking about where you connect with God. And Kiwi Steve would ring up, and every chance he could, he was telling me about Bimby Park. You've got to go to Bimby Park. Eventually, he talked me into going to Bimby Park with the family, and that's where I first met Kiwi Steve in person to show us around. And it was love at first sight, buddy.
For Bimby Park or for Kiwi Steve?
No, between Bimby Park was nice. I was talking between you and me, Kiwi Steve.
Oh, right.
But I know you love your Christian music. What song have you got for us today?
Oh, we got a humdinger of a one today. New off the chopping block. This young fella, Chucky Ellis. He takes songs off the secular side of things and puts his own twist to the music and lyrics. And he writes his own music as well. So we'll go, if you can find it, Chucky Ellis, Born Again Christian.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see it right here. Is this we had the discussion a little while ago about, about the band Apologetics sort of taking secular songs and making Christian versions. Is this a modern version of this?
Yeah. I think it's Shambuzi or some guy he's taken off.
Okay.
So, yeah, my daughter, see, when Selena finds music and likes it, and Beck does too, I try and like look up apologetics and places things like and this guy here and other few people and see what Christian versions that come out, and I try and follow them, and then I put that onto my playlist. And then secretly play it while we're down camping, and Beck goes, I like that song, and then she listens to it. That's not the words she'll go, and I go, yeah, thanks, Lord.
All right. Well, let's. This is the first time. This is the first time here. Chucky Ellis, Born Again Christian. Let's have a listen to it here.
Turn it up and get your boogie on. It is fantastic.
I'm tired of feeling worthless, anxiety cracking my bones. I come to you to worship. Lord, you never did stand me wrong. I tried to drown my worries, nothing but broken bottles and broken hearts. So I cast away my problems, I can't take them where I'm going. Jesus, you're the one. Don't need the 2 or the 3 or the 4. I just follow you, I've been going up more. I've been winning all these battles, now one thing I know for sure. We serve a good Lord. I see the light, so I live my life different. I left the old me swimming with the fishes. My demons looking for me, said I went missing.
Well, that was Chucky Ellis, Born Again Christian. Kiwi Steve's found him for us
I gotta say,
Mixtape Friday.
Great. What a good one to go out on. I've never heard of Chucky Ellis before. I love on his Instagram here, he says he's gospel music's newest artist.
There we go.
With his brand new song. Chucky is spelt Chuckey. That's what was getting me unstuck there. Chucky Ellis, spelt normally there. Have a search for him there. Got some great songs and some great covers. Thank you, Kiwi Steve, for turning us on to this new artist.
It's the best way to start your day. Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
Are you ready for a challenge? Listen to the mystery sound, correctly name the Bible story, and win a great prize. Sounds easy, but is it? Rise and Shine's Bible Story Sound Off.
All right, if you didn't hear yesterday, it went off yesterday. Woo! That was sound number 3, and the sound was, for those who missed it, it's on the podcast. I did put it in the podcast.
Okay.
Congratulations to Gail from Warner. She got it. It is Samson breaking off on the side of walking over to the side of the road, grabbing that jaw of a donkey, and then coming out swinging against the Philistines there. Ends up taking down 1,000 of them, as you read about it in the book of Judges. So we've got an all new sound today. So let me pop this laptop here on the table.
Oh, what are you?
And typing straight away. I'm getting straight into it here.
Good.
We're going to fire up. He's got extra juice now. And we're going into the time vortex, sucking down different things of time. We're going to move through different periods of time, looking for a new coordinates here from a story from the Bible. As we're getting closer, I'm waiting for the audio to download here. All right, I can see it here. The green light has gone on. We've got a new sound to play. Have you got it there, ready to go, Fel?
Oh, there was something there, but we might just try that again.
Let's do it again.
Turn off the computer.
Yeah. That's what we've...
Very quick. That was literally 2 seconds. Should we try that one more time?
One more time.
Okay, everyone at home.
What do you hear there? What can you hear? And what Bible story do you think it is? Not much sound downloaded for this first...
Imagine if you got it today.
Well,
that would be disappointing for someone in the room.
Break my little heart over here, all the hard work that I've done.
Oh, dear.
But anyway, look, if you think you know what it is, or you want to take a stab for this very first Bible story sound off sound as we're going into a brand new one.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine.
Day 1, brand new sound has downloaded. Let's have a listen to it here. It's very short.
Okay. Everyone hold your breath, because otherwise you'll miss it.
That's all we've got so far. That is it. We'll listen to it one more time. What can you hear in here? All right. If you're listening along and you think you know what it is, we want you to give us a call. I think a lot of people are stumped with this first one. 1-800-316-316. We've got Kevin from Armidale. What do you reckon, mate? You got a guess for us?
Oh, I reckon I've got a Bible reference even for it.
Okay.
Oh. Let's go.
Revelation 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Oh, here we go. Look, Revelation 3:20.
Yep.
He's standing at the door.
I can hear some knocking there,
There's
Kevin.
knocking.
Great verse, and I love where your mind's at there in the book of Revelation. But, Kevin, I hate to do this. Not correct. Not correct.
No worries.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Georgia, you're quick off the mark. Do you think you know straight off what the sound could be?
Is it Peter when the angels break him out of prison and he goes knocking on the door?
Is it that? Shall we have a listen
Let's
there,
have a listen,
DJ?
shall we? You can listen. What I want you to do, Fel, go over to the special time machine, in memory banks over there, and there's a file over there. It looks like there's a longer sound over there.
Yeah.
Can you pull out the one? I think it says full here.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Let's have a listen.
Just a second. I'll just have to pop it somewhere. Let me see.
And we can.
Here we go.
All right, Georgia. Let me just. All right. So this is the. We've downloaded some more sound. Let me see what you think of this. And that's my way. That's my way of saying, Georgia, on this very first day.
You couldn't make me happier, Georgia.
You're 100% correct. Well done.
I got it.
Woohoo!
No way.
Georgia, look,
Georgia,
I'm happy for you.
I am so happy for you.
I knew this was going to go off very quickly.
Oh, dear.
This is why, look, my thinking behind this, people go, why don't you do more New Testament stories? This is why we don't.
Literally, Murray and I were talking about it last night, and he said New Testament. I said, well, what are the stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of little stories, but they're so guessable. All right, I'm going to have to go.
We know them too well.
I'm going to have to go for something
Well
really
done,
obscure
Georgia.
next time.
I love it.
Georgia, well
Thank
done.
you. I had to Google who it was.
Did you get the young lady's name?
No, I can't remember, but you guys had it the other day.
Yes, and that's what I thought. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was one of the questions on the Saints of the Century. Yeah, it's young Rhoda, the girl who's working
and
in the house.
It's for her. You think of her when she's in heaven.
Yeah.
We all know that story, and she's
going to have to
forever
live it
knowing
down.
it.
Yeah, she's going to have to live it down there. The poor thing.
Bless her. She was there praying all night.
Well, Georgia, stay on the line. We'll grab your details back. Congratulations, day one. You've taken it out.
Oh, well, that computer is going to have to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, that computer is going to be working hard, all right. I'll tell you what, Georgia, I'm excited for you, but a little bit sad for this computer, as we like to call it over here.
That's fantastic.
All right. So listen, the next one, be careful. We're going to go really obscure.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
now I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like you poke the bear.
Yeah, people have been telling me, this is too hard. You need to make it a little bit more easier. People, this is why we make it a little bit harder. Otherwise, it goes off on day one right here. All right, so come next week, we're going to be bringing back the Bible story sound off. A whole new Bible story. I'm going to be, scouring the most obscure verses I can over the weekend.
Sure. Well, everyone do the same, and we'll see if we can get it day one again next time.
It's not going to happen again. I promise you.
Getting you up and ready to face the day. This is Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
We're getting excited. I can see the Zoom is set up.
Yes.
Coming on next is Luke Smallbone, one half of For King and Country, with a very exciting Christmas announcement.
Yeah, they've got a film coming to cinemas for 3 days only. It's called A Drummer Boy Christmas Spectacular from For King and Country. Let's have a little listen to the trailer.
It's remarkable to think that a baby boy born in a stable, no prestige or privilege, no social media or social status, political campaigns or private airplane, and now he offers us redemption, a fresh start, freedom, so that we can hold our heads high and march through this life knowing that we're never alone. That every woman and man, every girl and boy, to all of us who feel like we have nothing left to bring, nothing to give, that we can know that God is smiling at us, that He's loving us, that you are enough. So light up that Christmas tree, stand under the mistletoe, surround yourself with the ones that you love the most, and together let us celebrate the greatest news that this world has ever known.
Well, that looks very exciting. I only have one key question.
Yes.
Which is, of all the Christmas carols, Drummer Boy is definitely the worst. I mean, you would never see a drummer in a maternity ward.
You're very literal here. Very literal.
This.
Listen, I'll let you bring this up with Luke. We're going to be talking to Luke Smallbone.
So many good Christmas carols, really.
We're going to be talking to him just next. Watch out, he might be hanging up on us in just a moment here.
In the morning, it is your ever-cheerful Rise and Shine podcast robot here at your service. We are happy to present the full unedited conversation we had with the incredible Luke Smallbone from For King and Country. We thoroughly enjoyed talking to Luke, and we cannot wait for the Christmas movie to come out in December. Enjoy.
Hello. Apparently, Luke, you've changed your name to Ashley Munn.
God, funny. That's who she works for us, and you know what? I'm going to change it.
You don't want to be Ashley today?
Yeah, we don't mind Ashley.
Well, yeah, no, I'm sure she's a nice person.
Yeah, she's a wonderful person. Bill knows. Yeah, and apparently I can't type either. All right, now we're good. Oh,
yeah,
we're done.
okay.
Now you're back to Luke, which predictable.
Yeah, back to Luke. I mean, my hair does look a little bit crazy today. So
it's early in the morning here, so it suits.
This is Ashley's hair. Apparently.
Okay. You're wearing Ashley's hair. All right, let's jump straight into
Luke,
it.
Luke, I'm Fel, by the way. I don't think we've met before, so I'm.
Fel, good to meet you. Good to spend some time with you both. Thank you for taking a moment. I appreciate it.
Oh no, thank you.
All good. DJ over here, but we'll jump straight in. Have I got it right? Is it Jude, Phoenix, Leo, Evie?
You got it.
Okay.
Look at you.
Fantastic. Oh no,
he can do some research.
Yeah, Wikipedia is a great thing.
He knows how to Google with the best of them.
You give him a topic and he can find information.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Very excited to have the one and only Luke Smallbone from For King and Country on the line with us. Luke, great to have you here on the back of an incredible Australian tour. I know it must feel like a million years ago to you, but we're still reveling in the afterglow of that incredible tour.
Oh, man. I need to just, well, first of all, thank you for taking the time to chat with me. If I'm ever having a bad day, I just need to call you guys because you just build me up like I'm $1 million. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. But no, we absolutely loved it. I mean, look, to go back to Australia and to kind of play the arenas with the bigger production this time, the way that we had it, was a dream come true for us. And look, after kind of everything that my family has walked through, my dad losing everything on a tour, going back to Australia, to kind of have it work out the way that it did, it was such a redemptive story. You have no idea. So thank you guys for being a part of it, and what a joy it was. Spend some time with you guys.
It was fantastic.
Well, we are very excited, Luke, because we kind of could say, but wait, there's more. We're chatting to you today because coming out to Oz not long from now is a Drummer Boy Christmas Live. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so our favorite tour to do every year, within reason, other than our Australia one, is our Christmas tour. But the problem with Christmas is it only goes for like 3-4 weeks. And so we would come and play the west coast of America, and then the east coast would be really mad at us. And then we'd go play the east coast, and the west coast would be really mad. And we never were able to actually give America or the world a tour all at once because it's just too small of a time frame. So we thought to ourselves last year, what if we were to film our Christmas tour? And we did in Houston, Texas, in front of 12,000 people. We brought the cinematic team from our film Unsung Hero to film the Christmas tour in a way that we've never done before, so that we could give the Christmas tour to everyone all over the world this year. So it will be in theaters December 13th, 14th, and 15th, just those days only. But we'll be able to have kind of this Christmas memory together, which we're really looking forward to.
I love that. I just wonder though, Luke, had you considered that A Drummer Boy is probably the world's worst Christmas carol, and perhaps to choose a better Christmas carol to name it after?
Now the views of Fel are not the views of the rest of Australia.
It's a terrible Christmas carol.
Look, you know what's funny? It's to each their own. That might be your opinion. I think that other people have other thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I do think I do think, I don't know if you've seen the memes and the GIFs going around, but, thinking of a little drummer boy going up to to Mary, trying to play his drum, baby Jesus, is quite a fascinating thought. Though, I grew up being that little kid. I was that kid who annoyed the spot out of my family when they're trying to nap and didn't know and went down and played the drums. And so maybe the reason why I feel such an affinity with the song is I am the little drummer boy. I just got big.
You were heading into maternity departments with your drums.
Yeah, it would be wonderful.
Yeah. Now, over the years, I know you've had your at least one of your children playing the titular role of a little drummer boy.
Yeah.
You've got you and Courtney have got 4 kids. You've got Jude, Phoenix, Leo, Evie. Is there a bit of a behind-the-scenes fight of who's going to be able to play it? Do they take turns? How does it go down like that?
Oh, that's good. This is good. This is such an Australian question. I love this. What is funny is my oldest, my oldest is a really special kid. He recognizes in particularly his next younger, which is Phoenix, that he can do things that he can't. Oh, wow. And he actually doesn't have really a fight in that matter. Now, my third son, Leo, thinks that he's a star of everything. So he's waiting in the wings always. Like, so what about when Phoenix gets too big, Dad? Can I be the little drummer boy? Wow. So Phoenix is the little drummer boy. But the reason why he actually is the little drummer boy is he's gifted. He's extremely good at drums. He started playing drums when he could play the progression of the little drummer boy at 5. Wow. And play it pretty dang well. I mean, he's pretty good. And so, you just, as he's grown up, he adores the drums. And so if you watch the music video for A Little Drummer Boy, that's Phoenix. And he was 5 years old when we asked him to do that. And all of the things that he did it by himself. It was really quite remarkable. So, as parents, you give kids opportunity, you see how they handle it. In some cases, they don't handle it well. You take that responsibility away from them. And then you handle that responsibility well, you give them more. And so that's what happened with Phoenix. And he's no more special than the other kids, but this is one of the things that God's given him to do right now.
I love it. How old is he now when he's performing?
He's 9. Oh. He's 9, yeah.
He's still young.
It's still, it's time to age him out. Let's get Leo in there. Leo's waited long enough.
That's right.
He's been practicing. Right. He's ready to go. Now, we in the Australian tour, that was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. I was blessed to be able to be there for the Brisbane one with, I think everybody who was ever related to you was in that crowd as well in Australia. Yeah. But you touched...
Second, third, 4 cousins. It was crazy. I don't even know... I don't think I've ever met you, but you apparently say you're my cousin.
We're all somehow related.
Far related cousin DJ.
We were there, and you did do a little bit of, you touched on the drummer boy. That was one of the big moments of the thing. So my question is, for those of us who've seen the Australian tour and absolutely loved it, are we going to be reliving parts of it with the little drummer boy, what we see in the film, or is this a completely different production? It's going to be wildly different. What can we expect? Are we going to be reliving the concert?
Yeah, the tours are totally different. It's a totally different production. All of the different things that we do are totally different. Obviously, we did play Drummer Boy back there with you guys, but we will play mostly Christmas songs, and then all of the biggest for King Country all year round songs. We'll play those in the theaters as well. But it's a totally new set. We always had to make sure that we delineated the regular tours from the Christmas tours, because you don't really want those to be too similar. Okay. And so always a totally new experience with the Christmas tours.
I love it.
Wonderful. Well, what can we expect next, Luke, for King Country? What are you guys working on at the moment? Sneak peek.
Yeah, well, next year we're actually taking a little bit of some time off touring, because touring is the hardest thing that we do. But when you tour, it's very difficult to create new songs. It's very difficult to kind of work on too many creative endeavors. And so next year is all about it's just about creating. It's just about I think that next year will be the basis of what King Country does for the next 4 or 5 years. But because of the film coming out, because of even going back to Australia, that tour, we are a little weary. And, but just getting burnt out, I think you got to make sure you take some of the warning signs of what you're feeling and what you're going through before you get to that moment. And so we're going to take a little bit of time, slow it down, be home, work on music. We're still going to be working a lot, but just not traveling. And I think that will be quite refreshing to all of us, to Joel and myself, but also to our team as well.
Now, Luke, I've got the I got the official, press release here about you guys taking a break and the film coming out here. And there's one line in here that I want to drill down, and maybe we can get a bit of an exclusive, because I'll be honest, I'll take a back step. When I heard that you guys were making Unsung Hero, the sort of the biopic about, your parents, David and Helen, who we've had on the show multiple times, absolutely adore them. I was a little bit like, oh, this sounds like a vanity project, doesn't it? Like Joel playing his dad, and this is about the Smallbones, whatever. Then I see the film and I'm brought to tears. I'm a weeping mess on the floor by the end of it. Totally love the film. We've championed it here. So the last line here says you're going to be taking a break and working on their next feature film project.
Yeah.
Give us the scoop. What is it? What are you doing? What are we going to is it going to be Unsung Hero 2? What's happening?
Yes, still unsung.
It's the sung hero now.
No, you know what's funny? That the unsung hero thing's done. You're not going to see a Fijian country story. We've always got little different things going. We've actually been working on a documentary, kind of telling a little bit more of our personal story as far as the Fijian country side of things for a lot of years. But that is separate to that announcement. We've got 2 film projects that we're kind of working on. And they will both we'll develop them both at the same time, but depending on which one kind of gains the most steam is probably the one that we will make. And that's all that we're probably going to say.
Come on. Come on.
We could be part of helping you decide. You could give us little bits and we can help you. We could put it out to the people.
Yeah, Australians are always so helpful. You're so right. But yes, so we'll see. I mean, that's the adventure. I was actually just speaking to my wife a little bit earlier, and she was just talking about, you get one shot at life. God gives you, and I think it's a privilege that He doesn't give us more than we're bargained for, right? Yeah. Because it gives us a kind of a free idea for life to count for something, for it to be an adventure. And so for us, some of the things that we're working on, we don't know the end result yet, but what a gift it is to kind of not know and go on a prayerful journey of, well, what could this look like? What movie will it be? And in some cases, what movie actually needs to be made? Because, just even to your point, DJ, it's like, you can see you can envision what you think a movie's going to be, but that movie was really about the power of family. And that, Mother Teresa says, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. I think that's an important message for now. And I think when we start looking at these 2 films that we're looking at, the film that I think wins out will probably be the film that maybe the world needs a little bit of encouragement in. And so be thinking of us as we kind of work on what is next.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, definitely pray about that. Well, I'm taking that, and the headline tomorrow will be Luke confirms that the next film will be about an encouraging family story. We'll just run with that here at Vision and put that. No, I'm joking.
Luke.
Look, I love the passion that the Smallbones have always championed family, and you and Courtney with 4 kids and being so public. Especially your wife, she's been so public and honest about the journey that she's on. In the midst of it all, how do you go as a husband in an incredibly popular band and film and everything like that? How do you go supporting her when she's does the egos ever clash for the 2 of you?
No, I mean, I think if you're following Jesus, you check your ego at the door immediately. But to your point, there's still a humanity side to what goes on. Man, at the end of the day, God's got a unique calling in every marriage of the 2 couples, of the 2 people individually and then together. And so I'm never going to get in the way of what God feels like He's calling my wife to share, because that's her individual story. And it would be disobedient for me to actually get in the way of what I feel like what she feels like God's calling her to share, and vice versa. So, I think that, that's what's interesting about marriage is this give and take. And so there's moments where there are those things that are together, that's you as a married couple, but then there's also these moments where it's just individually, it's different. And that difference is good. So, man, my wife is, she's my person, man. She's and I get emotional thinking about it, but she's the best thing. Yeah, second to walking with Jesus, man. She has been the person that has changed my life, man. She's revealed so much to me about the goodness and the love of Jesus that couldn't have taken place with anybody else other than who she is. And so for that, she's got all my support in spades.
Oh.
And there's so much space. We're all tearing up here now.
All the wives around Australia are like, oh.
No, it's beautiful. Well, it's because it's so good to see, isn't it, that God brings you together. And he does it on purpose, and there's purpose in that. And you can see God making someone directly for you, Luke, because it's a tough gig. I mean, you guys are traveling the world and you're so busy. And so many times we hear of marriages falling apart in that sort of environment. And yet here you guys are clinging together and actually both following your purpose together. Do you have any tips for someone out there who's going into a busy creative field to keep that marriage alive and afresh, even when perhaps at times you're going to be distances apart?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't claim to be the expert on it. Look, I've been married for 14 years and very grateful for those 14 years. But, if you want real advice, go to talk to someone who's been married for 40 or 50 years. But I will say, I think the greatest thing that we can demonstrate as married couples, especially if you've got kids, is forgiveness. You're going to hurt your spouse. It's just the way it is. But if you harbor bitterness, it'll rot your soul. And I think the quicker you can get to apologies, the quicker you can get to resolution. I'll never forget going to pre-marriage counseling, and we did all these tests and all this crazy stuff. And one of the things that they basically came back to is the number one thing that you need to be good at in a marriage is conflict resolution. Yeah. And so the quicker you can, and I think that really at the end of the day, that's a fancy word for forgiveness. Yeah. The quickest way you can get to those things. So look, there's moments, for us, I do leave a little bit, but I'm only ever really gone 3 or 4 days when we're on tour, and then I'm back, for 3 or 4 days. But what I will say is in some cases, when you have a routine in your marriage, that can also be very dangerous when it comes to just slowly drifting apart. The road keeps your marriage a little bit fresh in some cases, because when it's bad, it's really bad, and when it's good, it's really good. But it allows you to kind of always reset. You know what you're missing when you leave, and so I think for those, and the other thing I would say is you just gotta stay in constant communication, the best that you can. And if you're not naturally very communicative, get better at it. Because, God has given us FaceTime and text messaging. I probably receive 100 to 200 text messages from my wife a day, and vice versa. I'm basically, I know right now, literally right now, I know that she's painting with the kids right now because she sent me the text 4 minutes ago. So it's just always, that's just how we work. Beautiful. We're just always staying in contact with each other. So look, I'm not a marriage therapist. Go pay someone much more than me to go do that. But those are just a few things.
Oh, I love it.
Luke, we got to go. Thank you so much for your time. We cannot wait to see the film when it hits cinemas here. As you said, from December 13th, 3 days only. You can go see A Little Drummer Boy, the Christmas story there with, Luke, Joel, and don't forget Phoenix and Leo waiting in the wings there, ready to go.
There you go. That's right.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Luke,
thanks,
thank
Bill.
you so much.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for the time, and we'll see you when we see you. Who knows when it'll be.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Bless you heaps, mate.
Hey, all the best, guys. Appreciate you.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me Vision's breakfast show is now available around the clock and on demand? Incredible! The Rise and Shine podcast. Rise and Shine.
Not really a game, but we've been asking for your help with something.
Spin it or pin
Sorry,
it.
Lockie.
2 new songs.
Forgot you were coming in
vote
here.
for one. Vote for your favorite on Vision's Instagram or Facebook.
All right, we're playing. I like to say playing.
Do you think it's for fun?
It is. It's all for fun. Don't take it too seriously. It's spin it or pin it. Now what we've done is we've taken 2 songs from V180, brand new to V180, and we're putting them out there to you, the main Vision family, right across Australia, all different places, all different ages, all different backgrounds, and we're saying these 2 new songs by 2 new artists are absolutely fantastic. We reckon one of them could even come over here to the mothership of Vision and be played on the big boy station.
Well, both of those things sound, like they shouldn't be said, but you've said them now.
I've said them now. It's time for them to take off the short pants and put the long pants on and come over to the big time.
It's different flavours, and that's why we have different stations. But we've got 2 songs, which I have to admit, I have not always liked what have been picked. But these are both great.
They've got Fel's big thumb up approval.
I really love it, and I also love that it's got my husband doing research for the show for us.
Well, it's only because he's a NASA nerd.
Well, that's not fair, but he does love anything NASA related. And you mentioned early on that in Apollo Limited was named because of the uncle was an astronaut. And the word Apollo, and Murray was like, is he actually in the Apollo program?
That might have been a little bit too early for the age of these guys.
He's gone hunting, that's right. So it was actually his uncle was John Phillips. Yes. He flew on the 100th flight of the Space Shuttle and the Suez program and the International Space Station. Wow. And Murray just says, what a legend.
There we go.
So there you go. There's your research if you've been wondering.
There's your connection to the whole NASA thing and the Apollo Limited. That's where they get the name from. Well, let's listen. We've been listening to parts of the song all week. Let's listen to the last part here of Apollo Limited and their song Breakthrough. I call it the jaunty 70s rock vibe here. Tell us what you think.
Hindsight 2020. It's like everything's coming into focus.
Well, there you go.
That's a lot of fun, that one.
Very, very good. It's going to be hard to beat.
Oh, look, I think it is. Is it currently in the lead, at least over on Facebook there? That's Apollo Limited with their song Breakthrough. Now, going up against them, it's 2 against 1 today. Stephen Stanley, my man Stephen Stanley from Nashville, young guy who's bringing the rock sound back into the Christian pop. This is his song, Not by Sight. I absolutely love this one. It feels like I'm champion for the underdog today.
Don't you? Okay, well, this one's going to come in about halfway through to give you the...
Strap yourselves in.
Here we go.
Show me you're here to stay. My eyes searching for what is not seen. My mind wants to know what it all means. I've been looking for light. Baby, it's not by sight. Oh God, you are what I'm waiting for. Nothing else.
Bringing the big guitar sounds. Now, I have had one person say, I don't know about that Stephen Stanley song because I don't like it when people sing a Christian song and they put the word baby in there. And I said, baby, they put the word baby.
What's the word baby in there?
No, he says, maybe it's not by sight. They thought Stephen was saying, hey, baby, it's not by sight.
Well, that is a whole other topic. When have you heard songs? There's a couple of Christmas carols where I've got them wrong for years.
All right. Well, I'm going to write that down. Write that down. Next week we might have to do misheard lyrics there.
Oh, fabulous. But the good news is both of those songs currently play on V180.
Exactly.
So if you're loving them, that's the type of music that you hear on V180, and it's fantastic.
All right, you can go right now over to Vision's Instagram. That's Vision Radio on Instagram. You'll see the post up there. Or you can go to Rise and Shine's Facebook page and see the post. You can even vote in both places. We're going to give you a couple of songs.
Or you could call us.
Oh,
if you call, it's worth 2 votes.
Yep, we've
2 votes in the bush, or whatever they say.
One vote in the hand is worth 2 on the phone call. I don't know what's going on here. But we want you to give us a call as well, 1-800-316-316. Stephen Stanley, Apollo Limited, which one are you voting for in Spin It or Pin It?
Rise and shine.
I think, DJ, we almost need to choose a winner for Spin It or Pin It. It's hard to do.
It is.
Because they're both really good. We want to encourage everybody.
Yeah.
And they are playing on V180.
Yeah, so with all that taken into consideration, I'm tallying up the votes over here. We've got Stephen Stanley with his new song, Not by Sight, up against Apollo Limited with their song, Breakthrough. Votes are coming in.
How are they looking?
Look, I think Jane sums it up really well. Jane says, I love both of these songs, but I'm liking Apollo a little bit more. People are adding the songs to their Spotify playlist. Breakthroughs coming in. There's a couple of Stephen Stanley fans there. But I tell you what, it's not looking good. But we do have a phone call here. I can see we've got John from Bateman's Bay. John, you're ringing up to vote for Spin It or Pin It?
I certainly am.
Excellent.
Go for it, John.
Breakthrough.
Yes.
Apollo Limited.
You're loving that one.
I am, and I'm really thankful that you introduced me to it because I've been listening to their album, and I'm really enjoying their music.
Wow.
I love that.
There you go.
Well, it's funny, John. There's been a couple of people who've said the same thing. Oh, I've discovered their album from listening to this, and they're loving the entire album. And then we've got all these new Apollo Limited fans.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I know. Well, I'm probably going to be one of them. I did request for the Friday mix, actually, one of the songs off the album, Save My Soul.
Beautiful.
Which was I really love that song. The album I've really enjoyed.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have to play some more of their songs
look,
at different times.
John, while you're on the line, I'll let you know. Listen, we've been tallying the votes here, and look, Stephen Stanley's put up a valiant effort. There's 2 members to Apollo Limited, and I think they've doubly beaten him here on it. And so your pick, Breakthrough, with your choice on it, it's definitely this week's winner for Spin It or Pin It.
Yep. Well, that's good. I do like the other song, but that's certainly my favourite. As I said, I've enjoyed getting to know more of their music, which I've really enjoyed. It's been great.
Awesome. All right, well, on that note, let's listen to this song in full right now. This is Breakthrough, Apollo Limited, your winner of Spin It or Pin It.
Okay.
And you got Fel and DJ, but we're very excited. We've got a live cross, which, always gets us a bit up and going. We've got Andrew McLennon from 2020. We talked to you earlier in the week from Faith Boost, and now somehow you're out and about in Chinchilla. What's going on?
Well, you'll be surprised, Phil. I've come out here to boost Faith, believe it or not. So,
good to hear.
Wherever you go, boots on the ground report from Chinchilla. Now you're not just there by yourself. You've got our team with you.
I've got a vision team with me. I've got Gwen, our promotions guru, and I've got Robbo. I know you guys don't play Where's Robbo anymore, but I can tell you Robbo's in Chinchilla.
In the kitchen, by the sounds of it.
He's in the kitchen making me breakfast, but we just we smashed out a 5K run just then through town. Beautiful little town. But what we're doing is we're going into the local high school this morning to speak to the assembly, and then we're going to go into the Dalby High School this afternoon and speak there. There's a combined church event on tonight in Dalby, and then tomorrow morning we're doing a men's breakfast in the Lutheran Church in Dalby. But we're also doing a live cross this morning with the local candidate from Family First for this electorate for tomorrow's state election in Queensland. Have a chat to him about the local issues and what people are saying, what they're looking for, and what sort of change they're hoping the government to bring about after tomorrow's election. So that'll be at 10:45 on 2020 Today with Neil Johnson.
10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 on the rest of the coast, and that makes it, what's that, about 9:45 in the west?
Well,
somewhere around there.
No, a bit earlier than that.
Yeah,
actually,
but maybe.
Anyway, let's just say it's on 2020 today.
The usual
Whatever
time
that is, where you are in Australia today, it's going to be on 2020. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. Just talk to that local candidate, and that'll be live from the school in Chinchilla here.
Fantastic. All right. So this morning, if people want to get involved, if people are listening right now and they go, hang on, I'm right around the corner.
There?
Yeah, I'm right around the corner from Chinchilla. I'm just down the road. Where are they going? What are they doing?
Well, we're going to be in the Chinchilla Christian School this morning for that assembly, and then I think afterwards we are going to have a bit of a coffee or something at 11 o'clock and meet and greet people, and then after that we're going to Dalby. Okay. And this afternoon in Dalby, we're also in a high school. Don't ask me which one, Robert. I just know we're going to a school in Dalby. And then ring the station. We'll tell customer service where we'll be in Dalby. But I know there's a great school in Dalby we're going to after this end. But we're definitely in the Lutheran Church tomorrow morning. That's Saturday in Dalby. And I think we're at the Christian Outreach Centre on the Friday night for the church event there. But just great to get out here, just meet some people. And the purpose for the interview this morning on 2020 is just to give a typical snapshot of a country town in regional Queensland looking to an election tomorrow, a state election, just to see and hear what people are saying. Because as we all know, a lot of the country people feel a little bit forgotten sometimes at election time. A lot of the political parties focus on the big cities and the issues that are relevant to the big cities. But we need to remember our country brothers and sisters, that they make up a big part of our population and a huge part of our land space. So it's just good to hear what they're saying and what the local candidate is saying as well.
We love this boots on the ground vibe that you've got there in Chinchilla. Listen, we'll take a break right now. We've got to listen to some music, and we'll be back on the other side. Andrew, I want you to run around and see who else you can find there. Even if we talk to Gwen from marketing or wherever we want to do, we'll get someone else on the line with you, Andrew, in just a moment.
Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there. Rise and shine. 10:45 Queensland time, 11:45 in the west. Somewhere around there
we've got people on the ground in Chinchilla, so we're getting a bit excited. Robbo's busy helping babies, reading them books about flamingos or something. I do want to know more about that.
I think Andrew's gone to get a cup of coffee or gone for another run here, but that's okay.
We've left Gwen holding the phone. Gwen's day has come to Friday. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. I've had coffee. I didn't get up for a 5 a.m. run, but I rolled out of bed half an hour ago, and here we are.
See, the sensible one on the team. Now, Gwendoline, you are our, talk about boots on the ground. You are all over our events. If you go to an event and you see a Vision booth there or you're getting a Vision promotional material, it's usually gone through Gwen's hands herself all over Australia. This is a busy season for you. You're in Chinchilla and Dalby now. What's coming up next for Gwen?
Oh, that's a really good question. So we have a few sort of local events to Brisbane. I've decided that I'm a little bit tired of hopping on planes this side of the year, so we're doing a few Brisbane localised events. So we have Light of the World Festival, which is happening next week, which is kind of like a opposite to Halloween sort of vibe.
Yes.
There's a localised prayer breakfast, and then we have a few Christmas events coming up sort of end of November, December. So, yeah, it's all happening.
Oh, now look, another thing to put to you, Gwen, was yesterday we spoke to Ellie and she had a knitting needle crisis. Would you consider that perhaps Vision create some Vision-branded knitting needles as another promotional option?
DJ did very loudly come into the office and announce this.
Oh, you did,
Vision.
DJ. Oh, well, good. I'm glad I got you working on our behalf. Did
pitch it hard.
He pitched it well, did he?
He actually did. I was sold.
He's quite persuasive.
Yeah, he is. There's a few things that he's also sold me on blow-up couches. So we might get needles and blow-up couches.
I like it.
The combination could be dangerous, though, if you put them together.
You don't want to put the needle and the blow-up couch together. But I love Gwen is pitching at the moment to the Vision marketing team some Vision-branded bean bags.
Bean bags.
Some nice
so you can
blue...
sit around and chat.
Exactly.
No, that's not dumb. That's a good idea. Because I love the lip. You've got some lip balm. I saw Vision branded, which I thought was very clever. My kids love that, and I thought that was a very clever idea.
That was actually an idea from Karen. She went to one of our suppliers and saw they had lip balms, and she was like, "We need lip balms," and I was like, "Go for it, Karen."
Oh, there we go. So it's worth hunting Gwen down because she's got some cool branded merch.
Is there any merch that you've been dying to do for Vision that we haven't been able to get across the line yet, other than the bean bags
and the knitting needles?
Yeah,
obviously the knitting needles. Well, for ages, Leah was trying to pitch shoehorns, Vision shoehorns.
No.
I love that idea, by the way.
No.
I love that idea.
Yeah, it was actually growing on me. I'm not going to lie. No, we're in the thing about sort of the idea of like Vision DAB radios or Vision
that's a good idea.
Headphones.
Oh,
yeah, wow.
But, yeah, a bit expensive, so
Well, that we would have to start. We'd have to go from being a promotional material to you actually setting up a bit of a merchandise store or something like that.
Oh, then you'd have to, yes.
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, here's Vision merch.
I like
you can
it.
Get a Vision. Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Oh well.
Well, we're looking forward to your photographs and your tales of Chinchilla and Dalby over today and the weekend. And so you, Robbo, and Andrew, keep safe and say hello to everybody in that beautiful part of the world for us.
I will. I'll go make sure that Robbo's reading this book correctly to that
I hope that they can find the flamingo. I'm really concerned.
What book was? We heard something about a flamingo in the background. What book is he reading?
It's called "That's Not My Flamingo" by Fiona and Rachel Wells. So if anyone wants to look it up,
I do.
Please.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good book.
Okay. But
there you go.
It's given me another idea. Maybe we need some Vision kids books out there where it's instead of "Where's my flamingo," we find Gwen in different places around Australia.
I thought you were going to say "Where's the sound?" We can make the sound that we're playing into a book, and anyway,
it could be a whole thing. Gwen, keep safe out there. Big love to everybody who's on the team, and I hope today goes fantastically.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Just the right mix of things to inspire and things to make you smile. Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
And look, this weekend there's something exciting coming up, DJ.
Yeah, there's a very exciting event called the Global Day of Prayer for Media. and that is
Arts and entertainment.
Oh, sorry.
Don't forget about them all.
Yeah, I forgot the arts and entertainment. I just went for the media there. But this is a really exciting thing. A whole bunch of ministries online all over the world have gotten together and they've teaming up to create the first ever day of prayer for everyone involved in media, arts and entertainment, because it is such an influence for culture. We're getting involved in Vision because you're able to stream the live prayer, and there's also some presentations and speakers in there, including our very own Phil Edwards. I think E.T. is sneaking into one of the presentations as well, our very own
well,
E.T.
we don't hear about E.T. much on the show, but behind the scenes, okay, E.T., who heads up lots of our production that you hear on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So we've got some Vision people involved there, but it's great. So if you want to know more about it, prayformedia.com is where you can go, prayformedia.com. And we don't know exactly, we're just talking about this, we don't know exactly how this is going to work, but it's going to be somehow streaming in the Vision app.
Which we are excited about. So if you're looking for times, it's Sunday. So Sunday, October 27, this Sunday, from 7 a.m. Western, 9 a.m. Queensland and 10 a.m. Eastern summertime this Sunday. And you can join in the live stream somehow and pray with people from all around the world.
I'm sure somewhere in the app a button will come up there for the Global Day of Prayer for Media, Arts and Entertainment. You'll be able to click on that and be able to pray along with people literally all over the world. If you want to know more information, like I said, prayformedia.com, or be looking in your Vision Media app on your phone this Sunday.
Rise and Show.
Text your favourite song to 0447 488 316 and we'll play it for you. It's the Curtain Call on Rise and Shine.
That's right. It is the Curtain Call and the last one for the week. So it's like they say, go big and go home, I think is what they're saying here to us, DJ.
On the Friday, we need a big one. We need you to give us a call, 1-800-316-316. I can see calling us from the car this morning. We've got mother and son here, Beck and young Micah. Micah, have you got something for us?
Praise, maybe?
Praise?
Praise who by?
Planet Shakers.
You are a legend.
I think this is a great song for a Friday. It's going to get everybody up and praising. Good. This is one of your favourites?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, on that note, we've got to
put it on.
Yeah. Done and dusted.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Drive
thank
safe.
you. Well, look, DJ, I'm having a look. I can see Endless Praise.
By Planet Shakers. I think that's the one. Yeah, Endless Praise.
Hard to say, actually.
Endless Praise by Planet
I want you to say it 10
Shakers.
times fast.
It's the plays and the praise get together here. But turn it up. Here it is, going out to Micah and Beck and everyone around Australia for your Friday.
Oh, you are God, and we lift you up. We'll keep singing, we'll keep praising, we won't stop giving all we got, 'cause you're worthy of all glory.
Oh, God's Planet Shakers, Endless Praise.
Hard one to say.
Planet
10 times
Shakers,
fast.
Endless Praise.
It's the
Planet
praise
Shakers.
and the play and the Planet Shakers that come together
to make a playful sound.
Yeah, it's very hard to say. Well, hopefully Micah and Beck enjoyed that
They
one
are
there.
bopping in the car. Are you like I'm a bit of a dancer in the car.
Really?
I am. I can't imagine you doing that.
We need to
actually.
get the kids, get the video camera
There
out.
has
to
been
get
talk
Fel.
of it in the
Yeah.
past, actually, and I've banned it.
All right,
But
Murray and the kids, if you're listening, you know what to do. Pull out that secret camera there. Hey, a little while ago, we were talking to the team in Chinchilla. We've got a team in Chinchilla right now. By team, I mean Robbo. We've got Andrew McLennon from 2020 and our very own events lady herself, Gwen, a.k.a. Gwendoline from Wednesday. They were on the line with us. They're going to be in Chinchilla this morning, then Dalby this afternoon and this evening. One of the things we ended up talking about with Gwen is some merchandise.
Yes.
Texts are coming in.
Are they?
Merchandise is hot. People are saying, yes, we need some Rise and Shine and Vision merch. Open up a store, a DAB radio, some headphones, T-shirts. They'll get.
I can even see some form of Vision glasses cleaner.
Yeah.
That's a request from Josh. It's obviously very important.
He says they need to be branded with something with Matt Prater.
Prater-esque.
A Prater glasses cleaner. Okay, so look, we love this. Maybe each person from Vision can have their own merch and we can put it out there for everybody.
Okay, well, I'm not going to ask it. We don't have time, but I'm curious to know what your merch would be.
Look, the mind is racing. I'm still loving the knitting needles, and even though she's not here anymore, the lovely, amazing Leah is her legacy lives on with her desire to make shoehorns.
No,
I think Vision shoehorns would be hilarious.
No. We're all good with shoehorns. But look, if you have an idea.
A matching set of shoehorns and knitting needles together. It sounds like a perfect match together.
Oh, dear. Well, look, it is time for us, thankfully, to go. I think we've probably reached the end of our words for today. Hand over to the rest of the Vision crew. Don't forget that you'll be hearing from Andrew and also Neil chatting there with the Family First MP, running for MP.
Yeah, I think they said 10:45 Queensland time, so translate
Running
that to
for
where you are. Getting into local politics today on 2020. We will be back with you tomorrow to bring you the best bits of the week's Brekkie Show. And don't forget, you can get all the goodness over on the podcast as well.
Rise and shine.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.